Okay, Neetu, do you mind? My wife's just actually come into the office here,
Yeah,
and
sure. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I thought it was a baby at first.
yeah, no, so he's very baby-like. He's
Very cute. So
running
cute.
around. He's 6 months old, so
Oh my
uh, he's
goodness.
funny.
I didn't think he would be so small.
Excellent. So nice to meet you then,
Yeah,
Neetu.
nice to meet you too.
Yeah, so I understand that you are a teacher here on Camberley too.
That's right. Yeah. So
Right,
I've been on Cambly for about 3 years, just over 3 years now. Yeah.
right, okay.
So
Your voice sounds very, very good. Are you a native English speaker or not a native?
I am from India. Yeah. So
Right,
but I grew up in London. I did all my education there. That's why. Yeah.
okay, that's why it's
Yeah.
pretty much perfect there then.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, well, nice to meet you. So,
yeah.
what will we be doing today?
Yeah. If I could just ask you to introduce yourself, please. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So my name's Paul. I was born in the amazing city of London in the UK, so I am a native speaker, but I've been living in Indonesia now for almost 15
Oh,
years, and I live here with my wife, my son, and my daughter. I don't
mhm.
really have any hobbies, but I do enjoy camping and jungle trekking. But I
Yes.
do have lots of animals, need to. I've got cats and dogs and birds and fish.
Wow.
So when I'm not being a tutor, as you can imagine, they all keep me
Yeah.
very, very busy.
Yeah, that's great. So first of all, thank you very much for accepting my request. It's really
Yeah,
kind of you. Yeah. And yeah, so I think you know a little bit about me. So yeah, my name is Neetu and I am a Cambly tutor as well. And I currently live in Thailand, in Bangkok.
right.
So
Okay.
yeah, so I've been here for 14 years. This is my 14th year. Yeah, yeah. So I have my husband here and 3 boys. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Two of
Wow.
my boys are here with me, and one lives in London. He's an adult. Yeah. So he's 25. The other two are 14 and 15. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So he was born in England, was he?
That's right. All 3 of them were born in England. Yeah.
Right. Right.
And
Okay.
yeah, they were babies when we came here.
Right.
So,
Okay. Yeah. I've actually got my son over here now. He came to visit me 2 years ago. He's 20. Well, he was 27 when he came here,
okay.
and he said, "Dad, I don't want to go home." So now he's attending university here on a scholarship here in Indonesia.
Oh, that's
He's
great.
absolutely loving it and having a great time here and learning Indonesian, of course,
That's
which,
fantastic. Yeah.
yeah, I'm learning
Wow.
too.
So, Paul, if you don't mind me asking, how did you go to? I know you said your wife is from Indonesia. Were you there and then you met her, or did you meet her somewhere else?
Well, I actually started a little business in Thailand, first of all,
Oh, I
and
see.
had a backpacker hostel on one of the smaller islands.
Mhm.
And when I sold that, I went off on my travels again. Was lucky enough to meet a lovely young lady.
Mm,
She worked for a pharmaceutical firm, and
mm,
that was in Indonesia. And she said to me one day, "My my visa's running out, my work visa, so I have to
mm.
go home." And I'm almost packing my bags and I'm ready to go to Indonesia. And yeah,
Okay.
so I ended up building a property here. So I've got a
Mhm.
big garden, nice house, and
Oh,
you couldn't get anything in London for
yeah.
the amount that I spent on
Oof.
setting myself up over here, as well, you know.
Yes, that's great. So the cost of living is much lower, and I think the quality of life is very good as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes,
Mm.
that is the thing. I don't know whether people have noticed, but Asian people seem to look young. They stay
Mm.
young, and they
Mm.
don't ever look old until they get really old. But
Right.
I'm thinking about the food here, the weather here.
Mm.
It's not so stressful as well. I
Yes,
don't think
that's
the living
great.
the UK at the moment. So yeah,
Yes.
these things are all looking positive to keep you young over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. Which part of Indonesia are you in? Is it Jakarta or somewhere else?
No, it's actually it's up at the top
Mm.
near Malaysia. It's called North Sumatra. I don't know whether you've
Oh,
heard on the
okay.
news just recently. We've had
Mhm.
terrible floods here. We had a typhoon,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so that's been challenging for the
Mm.
local people here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you affected by the floods?
No, when
Mm.
I actually built my house, I built it higher than the rest of the houses around here. So
Oh,
when the floods did come,
yeah.
I was just about okay. I mean, we're talking just about okay. A
Mhm.
lot of my friends were flooded. My wife's
Mhm.
family were flooded, but it's
Yeah.
devastating.
It's
Floods
true.
are absolutely devastating. Yeah.
Yeah, they're so unpredictable. I saw it on the news and it looks like, whole towns were wiped out and really terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, Touchwood, I was lucky enough to
Yeah.
not be in the worst places.
Yeah.
I saw cars floating down the street,
Oh,
roofs,
God.
houses ruined. That
Yeah.
wasn't as bad in my area. It was bad enough, don't get
Mhm.
me wrong, but it wasn't so severe as a lot of the other places that it,
Right.
it happened to. In fact, one of my friends here is a mechanic, and
Mhm.
he has just got so much work on because all of the
Mm.
cars were flooding and floating
I
down the
see.
street, and taking them apart, putting them back
Mm.
together,
It's
and
terrible. Gosh.
getting everyone back on the road. But yeah, it is what it
Yeah.
is.
So what
When
happened to the people that had to vacate their houses? Were there any shelters or anywhere that they could go during that time?
uh, it's it wouldn't have been like England, but I'll tell you
Mm.
what they did have.
Mm.
The army were very, very good. The army sort of
Mm.
jumped straight into action, and they were
Wow, that's
boats
good.
and rescuing people.
Wow.
People,
Yeah.
whole families sat on the roof watching the
Mm.
water rise, and they were
Mm.
rescued. I don't unfortunately know where they would have gone. I would
Yeah.
imagine that they would have. They're not going to say, "Oh, there's a bit of dry land. Off you
Yeah.
go now." That they would have
No.
actually helped them, but I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, yeah.
It's tough. Yeah. So Paul, what is like a typical day for you if you're in
Right.
in-
Okay. So a typical day for
Mm.
me is wake up around sort of 7, 8 o'clock.
Mm.
Feed all the animals because they're all ready for their breakfast around that time. Then
Okay.
I'll have my breakfast after that, and
Mm.
I'll normally work in the afternoon and
Mm.
in the evening. So what I like to do is have maybe 4 or 5 hours in the afternoon, have a
Mm.
2 or 3 hour break to eat and have a rest, and then
Mhm.
work into the evening as well.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see. Yeah, that sounds good. So I read on your profile that you have a coffee shop as well and a karaoke. Yeah.
Okay, so the coffee shop I've actually sold now.
Oh, I see.
I didn't have enough time to do it, and it
Mm.
was I had the animals, I had the coffee shop, and I had that.
Yeah,
So I ended up renting out the coffee shop,
I
and
see.
the owners that well, the people that were renting it, I
Mm.
ended up selling it to them. And I'll be honest, it was
Mhm.
great fun when I had
Yeah.
it. I can't sing, but my wife can. We
Yeah.
used to do karaoke, and a really nice thing. But I think I think over here I tried to take on too much, and then
Mm.
I very quickly realised I was burning myself out, and I
Right.
was not putting my full yeah my full energy into anything. So
Yeah.
I thought, right, well, coffee shop was good, but I can always go and visit the coffee shop. So
Mm.
I moved that off of my plate.
I see. So in terms of your animals, what animals do you have, please?
Right, okay. So I managed to, because what happens is because people know that I'm an animal lover here, people
Okay.
will bring me animals.
Mhm.
They'll quite often leave kittens outside my gate. And
Right.
so at one point, I had 7 dogs, eight
Oh,
cats, many birds, and fish. But
Yeah.
now I've whittled it down to actually I've rehomed a lot of them. I've got two
Yeah.
cats,
Yeah.
two dogs,
Uh-huh.
7 birds. Oh, and a monkey. I've got a monkey.
Oh, really? Pet monkey. Wow.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that was that was a surprise actually a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
My one of my wife's friends had the monkey, and then
Mm.
she fell pregnant, and the doctor said
Mm.
you can't have any of your pets. So
I
she then
see.
rehomed them. But yeah,
Yeah.
so he's only a little monkey like that.
Uh-huh.
He's totally in love with my wife. He clings to her. He wears little clothes and things like that. In fact, today he's wandering around in a hoodie. Yeah, he's quite a cool little monkey. Yeah.
Yeah. Never heard of someone with a monkey as a pet. So is it difficult to maintain a pet
Uh,
monkey? So,
right. Okay. So be- before I took it on, I did a lot of research on it.
yeah.
I thought, right, I don't want something that I'm going to have to get rid of in the future. So
Right.
some monkeys, when they get older, they get really aggressive as they turn into adolescents and
I see.
teenagers and things like that. Then they have to be homed properly. But this one is actually a very small monkey, and from what I can tell, it likes the people that it likes. So it's going to have a main person, which is obviously going to be my wife. But
Right.
then it does trust me as well. But yeah,
Mhm.
they can get a little bit jealous as they
Mhm.
get older. But
Yeah.
my next plan is to sell half of the property that I've got and move down to the jungle. In fact, right next to a river. So when we go down there, I
Yeah.
think the monkey's going to be happier down
I
there. Actually, I think
see.
it might be able
Wow.
to behaviory, and it can either come or go then, and then it's got the choice. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's great. So
yeah.
you sound very adventurous, Paul, and you're open to trying new things and having new experiences. Have you always been like that, do you think?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I think I have. The thing is, need to. I'm getting older now. I'm 54 years old now, and I still want to do a lot of things. But my head says, "Yeah, good idea, Paul. Yeah, let's
That's
put in."
great. Yeah.
But then my body very quickly goes, "No, no,
I can relate to that.
you're not doing that anymore. Stop running, stop
Yeah.
playing football, stop doing this."
Yeah.
Yeah, so but my head's still intact, and I still like to get out and do. And there's so many crazy things to do here. We've got rivers, we've got jungles, we've got national parks which are full of
Mm.
animals,
Yeah.
monkeys, birds. Um, I like it.
Yeah.
It's a
Incredible.
lot nicer
Yeah.
than living in
Yeah,
London.
I went to Indonesia in 1998, so it was a very long time ago. And I was a
Right.
student myself. I think I was 18 or 19 then. And we went to Jakarta, and from there we went to Bali. So I'm thinking it was probably more of a touristy holiday, and I didn't get to see the real Indonesia. I would say it was probably we saw like the cultural show at nighttime where they had the dancing, the puppet show.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and then we saw some hot
Creepy, aren't
springs.
they? They're
Yeah.
creepy. The puppet shows are quite creepy.
Yeah. It's really clever. They're all like handmade puppets, aren't they? Made of
Yeah,
wood and yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
There's a
it.
lot of
Uh,
craft in there in the city as well. Mm.
yeah, and of course, what you get is uh, the word badut, which apparently is
Mhm.
clown in English. So, where
Oh,
when you're in the restaurants, you'll get
yeah.
these little. I thought they were children in there, but they're not actually children. They're smaller
Yeah.
people, but they're like Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse and things like that. And they'll
Oh,
come and do a little dance for you and things like. I
yeah.
actually quite like it, but some of the children, yeah,
They
they don't.
don't. I see. So, Paul, you
Uh,
said that you have two children, and so
yeah.
one are they both adults or the
Right.
how old is your daughter
Okay.
now?
So I've actually got an adopted daughter here in
Mm,
Indonesia.
I
Okay.
see.
Her parents were, yeah, her parents
Mm,
were okay. Right,
yeah.
okay. So, but I've also got my two sons in the UK. One has actually moved over here now. The other one is running what was it he was doing last time? Yeah, he's actually manager of one of these big convenience stores and things like that. So
I
he's
see.
doing really well. But the one that came to Indonesia is absolutely loving it. He's eating Indonesian food, learning Indonesian.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Very similar to me. So when he got over here, I actually knew he was going to like it. Yeah.
Yeah. So how long has he been there? How long has he been living with you?
He's been here about 2 now. Okay, Neetu, do you mind? My wife's just actually come into the office here,
Yeah.
and
Sure. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I thought it was a baby at first.
no, so he's very baby-like.
Very cute. So cute.
He's 6 months old, so
Oh my
he's
goodness.
funny.
I didn't think he would be so small. He's tiny.
Yeah, you know, he's sorry, he's trying to take that. Come on, go and see Mama.
Wow. Very active, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, he's very active. He's and the thing is with them, they never grow up. They're always like that. They don't like sort of grow and start doing things. But he's very, very smart, this one. I think
What do you call him? Does he have a name?
well, Indonesians don't really name animals. So when he got here, I said, "What's his name?" And my wife said, "Boy." And I said, "No, not is he a boy or a girl?" I said, "What's his name?" Boy.
Oh.
So his name is Boy.
Yeah.
I wanted to change it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. When my wife calls him, says "Boy, boy, boy," it's quite cute. Yeah.
And what does he eat? Like we always think bananas, and what other food do monkeys eat?
Okay, so that's exactly what I thought. He's actually on like a formula porridge at the moment, which is banana flavored. He eats small bits of apple, sorry, and also we found out the other day that he likes noodles. He came over to me while I was having my dinner, pulling the noodles up, trying to catch them in his mouth. So he likes noodles as well. Doesn't really like banana though. I was quite disappointed at that because we got, you know, obviously you're over in South in Asia. We have tiny little bananas over here. Don't we?
Okay. Yes. Yeah. The sweet ones. Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted a picture of him with his banana, but no, he's just not interested in the banana. So I didn't manage to get that picture. Yeah.
Right. So you said, Paul, that you're planning to move to closer to the jungle, and why is that to be near nature, or is there a reason for that?
Yeah. Well, I live in a very rural village anyway, but when a few years ago, I started visiting this little local resort, and they've got just little bungalows in there, no aircon, no TVs, a bed, washing facilities, and nothing. But it's right in the middle of the jungle, and it's got a river right outside. And I like to be active still while I still can, and I like walking around the jungle and things like that, and swimming in the river and going to. So we've seen a small bit of land that's already got a little bit of a shack on there. So we're looking to buy that. I'll build onto it as well, but I like to go down there and just relax for the weekend, or if I get a few days off in the week, just go there. I'm getting old now, Neetu. As I said before, I'm relaxing, or I don't like traffic. I don't like big crowded areas. Yeah.
I think you're like me. Like as we get older, we sort of feel happier with quiet places and less built up places. And we actually live outside, like on the outer part of Bangkok for that reason. Yeah, because we don't want to be right in the middle where the traffic is, even though that's where all the life is. That's where the best parks and the restaurants and the shops and everything is there. But it's just for more space. I think that's that's what we've done here. So that's great. So Paul, in terms of the UK, Could you just tell me a little bit about where you're from in the UK, please?
Yes, so we were born in London, and I lived in Reading for quite a long time,
Yeah.
actually, and then I lived in Swindon for quite a long time. So it hasn't always been London. You'll know yourself, Neetu. If you have children in London now, there is literally no chance they're going to be buying a property in London
Mm,
anymore. It
it's,
just
it
doesn't happen. So
seems
everybody's
so
moving.
unaffordable. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you remember obviously running around London when we were younger.
Yeah.
It was great fun, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
very, very expensive now.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
is.
and I'm not altogether thinking that it's very safe in London anymore. I keep
Yeah.
hearing a lot of things. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, bad things happen everywhere, of course, but when you see the place that you've grown up in
Yeah.
transversing into somewhere that you wouldn't really want to be late at night,
Right.
is it? Yeah, yeah,
Yes. Yeah, I understand. So you left 14, 15 years ago, yeah? So have
yeah.
you
About
been back in
14.
between? Do you try and visit now and then?
Yeah, well, I because I went on a 6 week holiday, decided I wasn't going back. I
Okay.
had a lot of things still left in England to deal with, so
Right.
I decided to go back for 2 months at the end
Yeah.
of 2019,
Okay.
and I got stuck there for a whole year because of the pandemic. We weren't allowed to
Oh,
fly.
I see. Mm,
So I bought and I was looking at the prices of rents and things like
yeah.
that. Right, I had a little bit of savings, but it was Asian savings, and it wouldn't last long at all in the
Right.
UK. So
Yeah.
I bought a Ford Transit van. I put a bed in there. I put a sofa, a table, a sink, solar
Okay.
energy, and a heater.
Yeah.
I just drove round for the whole year, sort of living here, living there, trying Wales, trying this, trying that.
I
Um,
see.
Ended up selling the van for more
Yeah.
than I spent on it before, and
Yeah.
then come back. So yeah, I'm in no rush to go
Yeah.
back to the UK.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So that sounds like another experience that was quite exciting, like van life. So were you
Yeah,
with your wife or were you by yourself when you did
I,
that?
totally on my own. I didn't have any animals. It was
Yeah,
just I would literally drive and
yeah,
drive in the dark a lot of the time and not
right,
being sure. Open up the doors in the morning to
yeah,
beautiful fields or the beach or
yeah,
the sea or mountains or
yeah,
something like. Yeah, it was quite exciting. I would
yeah,
definitely recommend it.
yeah.
I've actually bought a really old van here in Indonesia, and
Okay.
I'm in the process of making that into a camper. But that's going to be
Mm.
more of a day van rather than going and living it.
I see, right. More like a kind of holiday.
Yeah, that's it.
On the
Just
road.
get us here and there and everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
that sounds
gonna be good
great.
fun.
So, Paul, for someone who hasn't visited Indonesia, what would you say are the main um, are there any like must see places or like attractions that they should visit?
Yes,
Mm,
North Sumatra I can help you out with. We've got many places around here. We've got somewhere called Bukit Lawang, which is on a river, very, very jungly, very rural, but also got a little bit of life there as well. There are sort of touristy areas there. And
mm,
not far from there, we've got Lake Toba. Lake
okay.
Toba is actually one of the biggest volcanoes in the world. About 40,000 years ago, it erupted and
Mm,
it sent black dust all as far as Africa and killed out
mm, mm,
a lot of things. That's
right.
quite amazing to see. It's actually made it a lake now, where it just blew up the hole, made a lake, and
Mm,
that's quite good.
yeah,
Aceh has got beautiful beaches on there.
yeah,
Food, totally
mm,
different to Thai food, although it
yeah,
is very, very spicy.
yeah,
But the food is pretty good round here as well.
yeah,
Yeah, and just
mm,
tropical weather. I think
yes,
weather to an English person, I think, is probably well, you'll know yourself. We
Yeah.
don't get a lot of sun in the UK.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
T-shirts, barbecue in the garden.
Yeah.
You might get 3, 4 days a year. From what I remember, actually,
Yeah.
that's how many. But
Exactly. Yeah.
just recently, they've had a lot of, well, they're 40 degrees, and I knew that because of Facebook. I'm melting. I'm melting. I can't breathe. I can't sleep. I can't do this. There's no
Yes.
fans left in Argos and things
Yes.
like that because we're not geared up for the hot weather. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So very extreme weather, I think globally there is at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
They say this is the effects of global warming. Is it
Yeah.
global warming or is it just what the Earth does? I'm not
Mm.
sure, but
Yeah.
it's definitely, yeah, yeah. The climate in England has definitely changed over the
Yeah.
last few years.
It
From
has.
what
Yeah. So at the moment it's winter, isn't it? And it's like 5 degrees or something like
yeah,
that. Yeah. So is there anything that you miss about the UK when you're in Indonesia? Any
um,
cultural aspects? Obviously, like
people,
your
people.
son, yeah, as well. Yeah.
Yeah, people. I think. Uh, I don't miss getting up for work and doing a commute in a very busy area. I don't miss that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I don't miss that.
Yeah.
I don't miss rising prices.
Mhm.
Oh, maybe Friday night at a bar. That
Okay.
can be quite fun. Meeting up with friends, having a catch up, and things like that.
Right.
That can be fun.
Yes.
I think most other things, if I really miss it, I've got the same alternative over here. If I want to
Mm.
go to the gym, the cinema, I
Yeah.
can do that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say mostly people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. And do you have brothers or sisters in the UK or anywhere else?
Yes, so I've got two brothers and two sisters,
Okay.
and me being 54, I'm actually the youngest one.
Oh, I
So
see.
I've got brothers that are one's 80, one's 78, 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're all much older than me. Sort of
Right.
like nearly sort of 20 years older than me.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I
I do
see.
speak to them occasionally, but they've got
Yeah.
their family. And I'll be
Yeah.
honest, even when I was in the UK, because one's here, one's here, one's here,
Right.
we weren't actually that close
Yes.
when we
I
were in
see.
the UK. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes when there's a big kind of distance between you and, it's difficult to talk as much as you'd like to. And yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind
well,
of,
it's we're a lot more lucky nowadays because obviously we've got not Skype, but we've got a
yeah,
Zoom, we've got
exactly.
Teams, we've got everything like that. But
Mm.
I don't think so. Living in Asia, what I've definitely noticed is
Yeah.
family are closer than they
Right.
are in the UK.
Okay.
All family they'll ring each other, and I know some families are like
Mm.
that, but I'll tell you what you hear in the UK. Most
Mm.
families are always arguing with each other and not
Mm.
talking to each other. And things
Right.
like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what. I mean, I haven't got any problem with my family, but I
Yeah.
do see that in the UK quite a lot. But my
Yes.
wife's got a huge family,
Yeah.
to the point, Neetu, I can't remember all their
Oh,
names. I
it's that
can't
big.
remember. Yeah, yeah, it's that big.
I see. Yeah.
Um, um, I don't think I've met them all yet either. We'll go somewhere and she goes, Sam, that's my cousin. Oh,
Oh.
nice to meet you. Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
difficult to remember all the names. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'd need a small island if we
Yeah.
actually have a full family gathering. It would
That's
be quite
great.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've almost finished, Paul. I just wanted to ask you a final question, which is like, what is like one motto that you live by in your life? Like, what is your philosophy? It's quite a deep question.
Okay, a quick one. Don't be afraid to try it. I think if
Mm.
you don't try it, you'll regret it more than if you do try it and it fails. Most people fail in things, but if you don't try it, you never know.
Yeah.
That's another one they say in time. Never
Yeah.
try, never know.
Yeah.
That's a good
That's
good
a
thing.
really good piece of advice. Yeah. So
Yeah,
sometimes we fear trying, but if you try, and then you might
yeah,
find
it might be
happiness through that,
fun. I mean,
which is what you've done. Yeah. Thank you so much, Paul. It's lovely
No
to talk
problem
to
at
you.
all. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
I'll message you.